Hey Aries, welcome to your second half of August reading. I'm bringing a general reading for the collective of Aries, Sun, and Rising. Not really date or time specific, as you know, but we are still on the other side of the energy of the new moon in Leo. That occurred late last night where I am on the east coast of the US, and in the middle of the night for many of you around the globe. But so I'm going to use the Moonology deck and pull two cards, one for Divine Masculine, one for Divine Feminine. Feel free to flip the energies around as I go through the reading. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you'll consider joining us by subscribing. And for those who are returning Aries, I appreciate you very much. Ooh, that reminds me, open invitation to join us in the Priestess Lounge. Just below this video in the drop-down description box is a link that says, come join us in the Priestess Lounge. It is the private Facebook group attached to this channel, and we'd love to have you there. If you click the link, there are two questions you do have to answer. One is just general, where you are on your twin flame journey, and the other is agreeing to the rules or the policies of the group. Check those boxes and you're in. So I look forward to seeing you there. It's a beautiful group of people, all very supportive at various stages of their journey, of their awakening. You know, we're all just walking the path together, so we'd love to have you. Okay, enough. Let's pick the cards. New moon in Leo invites us to not be afraid to dream big. I like masculine gets communication is key. New moon in Gemini. Communication, so maybe that'll come through in the reading. Communication is key for the masculine. Feminine gets conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse card. Conclusions are within reach. So what would that feel like? Not the nines, right? Not the conclusions are the tens in tarot. That's when the lesson's been learned, put it to bed. So the nines are you're working on those conclusions, you're bringing things into to fruition, preparing for closure. Think like the Nine of Wands. Conclusions are within reach. Don't give up. Okay, one more card just for the Aries watching from Sacred Traveler, one of my favorite oracle decks. The messages are just meant to inspire you or something to contemplate between readings. Some people need a topic for meditation or for journaling, so take it and use it that way. That's what I do. What is coming through for the beautiful Aries, Sun, and Rising that are watching? Navigating by the stars. Follow your bliss. Follow your bliss. Navigating by the stars. Beautiful energy. I love it. For all our stargazers here, guilty as charged. It's a great card. I am a person who pulls off the side of the road to look at the moon, right? So I'm sure many of you can relate. All right, let's see what's going on in your connection. Whoop. I'm using the Light Seers Tarot. Beautiful illustrations, full of color. And the new moon in Leo inspired me to use it. Spark some creativity. Let's see what's coming through. Wow. All right. Feminine coming into the reading in the energy of the Seven of Cups. There's some confusion afoot, possibly some emotional overwhelm, something that has to be processed. This is like a process card, the Seven of Cups. Masculine, wow, Empress, unconditional love, divine feminine energy. That is Taurus and Libra. So there's some measure of energy around the feminine or tapping into the feminine energy themselves, which is really a great sign. In the past, Four of Pentacles. Maybe guarded, not trusting a situation, not wanting to reveal themselves too fully. Wow, Judgment, answering the call of the connection, second chances. This is a past life soulmate card. It can be a card of forgiveness, right? And wow, going forward, we have the Three of Swords. Don't panic. Once we see the clarifiers, we'll know better, but there's some heartache that's being dealt with in the future. Could have something to do with this Seven of Cups. So let's see what we get for the feminine. Then I'm going to clarify all this so you can see the story come alive. Big deck. All right. Knight of Cups. Wow. Someone coming toward this feminine with romance. Their heart on their sleeve. Nine of Cups. That was very much a wish fulfilled. Wish fulfillment in the Nine of Cups. And then the Moon. See, we got some nervousness here, some apprehension, some fears being triggered, insecurities being triggered in the future. Could be that this masculine feels the need to protect their heart still, even though they're answering the call of this feminine. Beautiful reading just by itself without any clarifiers, but let's get the details. I do pull a lot of clarifiers because it's a general reading, so I want to be sure that you can all see the possibilities of the storylines coming through. Empress, please. Yeah. Right? Communication is key, says the Moonology for the masculine. Ace of Swords, big moment of clarity. This is communication, but it's insight and wisdom. There's an aha moment here for this masculine around the feminine energy. Something that feels, well, let me just continue on. All right, so there's the regret. Underneath, there's some regrets of the past. I feel as if this masculine, honestly, I'm just going to say some clarity or insight around a bit of obsession. I feel there may be obsession on both sides a bit, or it's like obsession, possession. It's just feeling like it's an energy around the connection. On some level, this masculine feels regret. I'm pulling from under the deck, so it's kind of bubbling up under the surface, not really in full conscious awareness, but their attention is on what's gone wrong, what they've lost in the past, by virtue of some toxic energy here. So I don't know, the devil is Capricornian energy. I don't know if it's as simple as that it's representing a Capricorn in the relationship, or if there's an energy here that is a little bit obsessive, possessive, could be something toxic, could be, this is addictive personality, addictive energy, something that has a grip on you, you can't let go, or it doesn't let go. So we'll see. There's Ace of Swords is a divine gift of insight, and it's coming between the Empress and the Devil. And now that I'm looking at the Five of Cups with the Three of Swords, there may be third-party energy here. Four of Pentacles in the past. Whoop. Yeah. Temperance. So this masculine, the Temperance card comes in to say, exercise some self-control and restraint. So it's a check on the devil energy for sure. But what I'm seeing here is the masculine being a little bit guarded in the past. The Four of Pentacles, look at her clutching her purse and turning her head away. Almost like, talk to the hand. It is guarded energy, stuck energy, not feeling that you can show the fullness of who you are, or what your plans are, what you're doing, right? It's Pentacles, it's 3D. And so there's this Temperance energy, patience, being guarded and exercising lots of restraint, self-control. Page of Wands. I feel like it's possible the Page of Wands is coming in just as a message of interest and I'm going to say it's a passionate message, but it's not over the top. It would be more like a message of I'm interested. but yet there's this guarded energy around it. So it's just like a trial balloon. It's not coming on very heavy. Right underneath. 5 of Pentacles. So some concern here around the 4 and the 5 lead me to believe that this is someone who struggles around issues of self-worth, possibly being rejected or ghosted or left out in the cold. It's abandonment issues, self-worth issues. Could be someone who has felt devalued in their life and feels very guarded around that. Judgment card right now, but that's all in the past. Right now, the Judgment card calls you back up. Biblical, you know. Second chance. Not sure what to do with it. Judgment and the 2 of Pentacles. How am I going to make this work? How am I going to make it real? Weighing realities on the ground, juggling your priorities, trying to sort, you know, thinking quick on your feet when you're being presented with an opportunity or decisions or choices, and wanting to move to calmer waters. So I feel like this masculine has some regret about any kind of toxic behavior, anything that may have been obsessive or came on too strong. Anything that might have resulted in a rejection. 5 of Pentacles. They want to move on from that. They'd like a second chance. Yes, choosing that path. 2 of Wands underneath. The path to what? The feminine. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And a brand new beginning. So I'm pulling all these to show you why that devil energy is almost like a leftover. It feels like a remnant to me because underneath there's regret around it. It hasn't fully let go because it came face up, but on some level this masculine knows they're getting a second chance right now to move to calmer waters, to get beyond that drama, to get beyond the trouble of the devil energy, whatever it is. In the scenario that, you know, as it relates to your storyline. But right now, underneath, they are preparing to choose the path that takes them to this feminine for a brand new beginning. Something grounded and stable. A big offer. Committed offer. And it will feel like that's what the Judgment card and the Ace of Pentacles is like. That's the gift. That's the second chance. To build something solid and stable and grounded and abundant. 3 of Swords going forward. Why is the 3 of Swords here? Page of Pentacles. Okay. 8 of Swords. And the Strength card underneath. So I'm getting the feeling that this masculine is afraid of getting hurt. And so they're going to baby step the whole situation in the future. Page of Pentacles, right? The messages will be, you know, the Page of Pentacles to me is like a fresh start. All the pages are fresh beginnings. It's youthful energy, or it's less evolved. It's not knights. It's not kings and queens. The pages are, it's like a new chapter. This feels, sometimes it can be a card of breadcrumbing somebody, right? Just giving them enough to keep them in your sphere while you're trying to figure out what you want. 2 of Pentacles, right? But I'm getting something different here. I feel it's more baby steps because it's clarified by the 8 of Swords, being all up in your head, overthinking things, not knowing your next best step forward, and not wanting to deal with the emotions. That person's next best step is into a puddle. Water is emotions and feelings in tarot. So I almost feel as if this masculine is going to be, in the future, they will persevere. They will be brave enough. Underneath, they know they kind of have to soldier forward. But here's the deal. Just prominent awareness of the potential to get hurt. Not that they will, but that's why they're going to take very small baby steps, one step at a time, offer something that they know isn't giving over all of it, right? Because we have the Five of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles in the past. So there's an energy for this masculine around guarding themselves so that they don't feel something is being taken from them. Does that make sense? And so the heartache is going to be fresh in their minds in the future, and so therefore they may only take little baby steps while they're trying to sort through their feelings. So there is some stuck energy coming in the future, but I have a feeling that this feminine will help the masculine. These two help each other. She tames the beast protects her in return. They're a team. So I kind of feel like the feminine will throw an assist here in the masculine's direction to help them find the courage to and the confidence in themselves that they need. And that's the only thing that's going to release that devil energy, quite frankly. Feminine right now, Seven of Cups. Yeah, it's confusing. Not sure what to make of the situation. Possibly emotionally overwhelming. Yeah. The moon, we have the moon twice for the feminine. It's triggering the feminine's insecurities, right? Because there's a lot riding on it. Look at the sun. This is all about this feminine's happiness, and the feminine is not getting clear messages, and therefore it's triggering the insecurities. There's confusion and overwhelm because the sun is what they're after. They're after that, I need to feel safe in my vulnerability. That's where my bliss is. This does not feel safe. So I almost feel like there's a little bit of mirroring. Moon is Pisces, Sun is Leo. I already said the devil. Temperance is Sagittarian energy. And Leo, again, in the Strength card. Some of you, Aries, may be dealing with a Leo or have a lot of Leo in your own chart. But I'm feeling as if there is a conflict here. The confusion is between the fear and the happiness, the sun and the moon, the light and the dark. That's what the Seven of Cups is about. On some level, the feminine is aware of the fatedness of this connection. This is destiny. Everything will be made clear in divine time. So more Sagittarian energy ruled by Jupiter. It is good fortune. It's landing on top of the sun. So it's just a matter of time before the happiness is revealed, before it comes into its full energy. Beautiful. Knight of Cups in the past. Masculine coming toward them with love. Or perhaps the feminine took the first step, made the first move. We'll see in a moment. Yeah. Knight of Cups with the World. Wow. Endings and new beginnings. Well, yeah, I was saying here for the feminine, conclusions are within reach. So this feels like some culmination, some endings of one situation, the beginning of another, or sort of a reset in the same connection as possible. It was met with resistance. Got it? A lot of communication. Communication is key. So I feel as if this sort of leads me to believe that this storyline I'm speaking to is a feminine took that action, made that first move, or extended themselves on an emotional level. Knight of Cups. Very romantic, very much endeared to the other person, coming forward from their heart. So leading with your heart is about you've got nothing to hide. Seeing the potential of the ending of one situation, the beginning of something new, and it was met with resistance. And that's why I see a Four of Pentacles here, Temperance, somebody who was exercising a lot of self-restraint and self-control because they're not always controlled. Got it? So this masculine really fought their inner demon, so to speak, and offered to this knight in return a message of, yeah, I'm into you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, nothing big. Because underneath, always aware, I'm gonna get shut out. I'm gonna get abandoned. I'm gonna get my heart broken. So they are going to baby step it in the future, but this Eight of Wands is all about the communication that ensued as a result of that defensiveness or resistance. I don't even feel it was defensive. I just feel there was resistance. Like this energy over here feels like very tightly controlled. Walls are up. Boundaries are majorly firm. No wiggle room over here, but now embracing a second chance for this feminine. And the feminine says, yep, I'm in. 9 of Cups. That's a wish fulfilled. Even though they're apprehensive about it, good reason if you get shot down once. Or not really, I don't feel the masculine shot this feminine down per se. Yeah, 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, right? Feminine's like, oh my gosh, the happily ever after may be coming through. This just might happen. This just might happen. Although it is literally pressing on every last nerve that the feminine has, stirring up all kinds of emotions, all kinds of confusions, not sure if they're seeing things clearly, right? The moon is like, is this an illusion? Could this be really happening? So there's a little insecurity there. Now we have the mirrored energy of the Three of Swords. Concern about heartache. Yeah, because something's blocking it. There's some conflict here, another energy perhaps. Because I see the Three of Swords twice, it could be another person, though that hasn't been made very clear. Sometimes third energy is your fear. Is your resistance, is obsession or possessiveness or control. Sometimes that third energy blocks everything from moving forward smoothly. So it's time to take the reading and then take stock of your own energy, your own behaviors, right, and make a choice. The Lovers, something's blocking this union, and you're both stuck in fear of getting hurt. If it is third-party energy, it feels more like it's fear based on of the Three of Swords is about your fear of getting hurt. It's not necessarily that there's a third person. That's the energy, is the fear. Right? Because going forward, Moon. Fear has got a pretty powerful hold on both of you. But what did I say? That 9 of Wands is what I saw here. Conclusions are within reach. So the feminine will not have to stay in that fear very long. Conclusions will be within reach. Don't give up, right? Keep pushing past your fear. Maybe all right. So meeting guardedness with a little guardedness, that's okay. In this situation, I feel it's more about having good boundaries, being sure when you are in the energy of the moon, and then that 9 of Wands and the 4 of Pentacles comes in, it sort of says, yeah, I'm going to be very careful about how I proceed. It's a proceed with caution. But there's no giving up here. I do see that. Forward motion, conclusions are within reach. Yeah, and I do feel that it's just focusing on a creative solution to this problem, one pentacle at a time, you know, just giving this is sustained focus, sustained effort and focus on this situation that's dredging up so much fear and insecurity for both of you. You're both terrified of getting hurt. And so you're throwing up walls toward one another, all right? And so communication will be key. Let's take this to the extended. If this is speaking to you, I'm going to pull 3 cards. I have switched up the extendeds a little bit. The 3 cards used to be kind of loosey-goosey. Now I'm doing 1 card for the situation. What's really going on? What is the block, the challenge, or the dynamic around that situation between you? And then what do you do about it? So that's what those 3 cards will be. I will do messages, but what do you want each other to know? What does this masculine want this feminine to know energetically? And the same for the feminine to the masculine. A card for you, Aries, from your higher self, spirit of the universe. That always comes through as very sacred and trusted advice. And then what can you expect going forward in the near future? And if timing's a factor, it would show up there, but we already have the Wheel of Fortune, so we know this is rolling out in divine time to some degree. I hope you'll follow me. This was really an enchanting reading. I'm learning a lot about this connection. The link to the extended is below. I will be there in a second. Otherwise, stay well, take care, and I'll see you on a future reading. Bye, Aries.